You are either playing the game of life or the game of life is playing you. And in order to play, you have to stop avoiding and know what your purpose is. But you have to get past your fear of death and stop being its victim. Then let's find out what is hiding in your shadows. What is it that is keeping you from playing the game of life and winning? Let's uncover what that is by using the energy of this human design transit that started on October 25th in Gate 28 Game Player. So my intention for this video is to help you to understand the energy of Gate 28 Game Player, how it looks and feel in its shadow, as well as provide you with some journal prompts so that you can reflect and journal to do your inner work, your shadow work, and uncover what is hiding in your shadow that is keeping you from your purpose and playing the game of life as part of your self-discovery and healing to support your well-being, your health, your joy, and your prosperity. So grab your notebook or your journal and something to write with. Feel free to grab some tea and a candle, and let's get started. Now, if you're new to this channel, then welcome to Dvn Bluprnt, where we help you to awaken the divine design in you. And if you're not new, then welcome back. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps with getting the message out to others. Now, before we get into the shadow of Gate 28 Game Player, let me take a moment to explain what are shadows and how they are formed. Now, understanding this part of the video will set the foundation for the remaining parts of the video. As human beings, our body is made up of pure and mass energy. Now, pure energy are your thoughts, your spirit, and mass energy are your atoms, which hold your positive and negative charges. It's the heaviness you carry in your body. Now, these energies vibrate up and down, and this is what is known as polarity. This polarity is your single unified energetic personality. It is known as your true authentic self. It's your true energy. Now, these energies vibrate up and down, and this is what is known as polarity. This polarity is your single unified energetic personality. It is known as your true authentic self, your true energy. It's when your masculine and feminine energy are in harmony with one another, and they are working in unity, and they are fully connected to your spiritual support team. Now, when your energy is constantly vibrating in a lower scale due to some form of fear, instead of your energy vibrating up and down in unity, it starts to vibrate left and right, and this left and right vibration creates dual energetic personalities, and this is known as duality. Split energetic personalities, the shadow. I call this the mask, and being in this state causes your connection to your spirit support team to be interrupted. Now, shadows are formed due to some type of fear, and this fear is associated to a belief that you have accepted. The acceptance of this belief has caused you to compromise yourself and give away your authority, your value to the belief, becoming its victim. Now, this victimization is expressed in your thoughts, through your words, and your emotional behaviors. And these behaviors may seem normal to you because you're constantly expressing them throughout your life, and your body feels very comfortable in that emotional state. But it is what is causing you to either blame others or feel shame in order for you to abandon your values, to avoid your purpose, and to keep you in an addictive state of suffering. And it is what is depleting your energy, it is what is lowering your self-worth, it is what is keeping you stuck, making you feel unmotivated, and causing you to make poor decisions. And as a result, you endure their hard consequences in your relationships, in your finances, and in everything around you. Now, until you have the willpower to recognize the beliefs, their repeated behavior patterns, and the thoughts that are associated to the beliefs that are constantly circling in your mind, you will continue to be their victim. You will continue to compromise your power, and you will continue to wear the mask. Now, when you are in a state of suffering, you may feel that shadows are bad, but in actuality, they are not. They are part of your spiritual growth and development, your spiritual maturity. Their purpose is to help you see different aspects of yourself that you are expressing that are not from a place of loving and valuing yourself. And they are the areas where you have given your willpower away, where you have compromised and shut down different parts of yourself, keeping your vibration low. Now, love is what keeps your vibration high, and it is based on adventure, self-responsibility, and accountability, which can only be experienced when you take the risk and break free from the mind and live from an open heart. This is when you live in unity with the all. And when you are in unity with the all, you know your value, you know your worth, you know that you are divine, and you are selflessly loving others. Now, to help you see these different aspects of yourself, you have to start recognizing what they look like so that you can change the belief, their behaviors, and the thoughts associated with them. So this is where the human design transits come in. You see, the human design transits occur every 5 to 6 days, and these transits temporarily highlight specific energetic gates, allowing you to consciously interact in a more focused way with the specific energies and the shadows that they express to help you with identifying the patterns of these shadows so that you can break these old beliefs that are depleting your energy and that are keeping you stuck, that are keeping you to always struggle and addicted to some form of suffering. And as a result, you can start to raise your vibration and restore your energy back to its true polarity. Now, when working with the energy of these transits, it is very helpful that you know your human design blueprint so that you can focus on healing your unique energetic blueprint. Now, you can get a free human design blueprint online, and we also offer human design readings to help you with understanding your energy so that you can learn how to manage it by making decisions and taking actions that are specifically to you. Now, we are all born with a unique way of using our energy, but society, our parents, our community, and etc., has encouraged us to use our energy the same way as everyone else. And this is where the compromise comes into play. You see, this misuse of energy is what is causing you to lack motivation, to procrastinate, to struggle, and to feel stuck. So it's important that you align yourself back to your energetic blueprint so that you can call back your depleted energy and therefore you can be whole and well. So check out our link in the description box to learn how you can book a reading today. Now let's get into the energy of Gate 28 Game Player. From October 25th to October 30th, the Human Design Gate will be in the energy of Gate 28 Game Player, also known as the Gate of Purpose. So during this time is your opportunity to detach yourself and become the observer of how the shadow of this energy is affecting you. Now, the energy of Gate 28 Game Player lives in the Spleen Center, and the Spleen Center is part of the solar plex. This part of the center is the center of your physical awareness in the present moment. It's how you perceive time, how you handle fear and survival, the health of your immune system, and whether you are holding on to things that no longer serve you or not. You see, it's your right to act, and this is your home of your personal power, your intuition, your instinct, and it's the area that helps you to set your personal boundaries. Now, when you're living in the shadow of your spleen, you live in a state of shame, you neglect yourself because you lack self-respect, you fear rejection, and this is the lack that causes you to not trust your instincts, making it hard for you to discern what is the right action to take, causing you to lower your internal boundaries, and as a result, you dishonor yourself. Now, living in the shadow of Gate 28 Game Player, you become a victim of the fear of death, letting go. This fear of death causes you to feel like you have no purpose, and this is because your understanding of death. Now, many of us have been taught that death is the end, but in actuality, what ends is the body, but the soul continues its journey. The soul is the game player. This fear of death causes you to avoid seeing your reality, allowing your mind to take control and keeping you trapped, which then you start to feel unfulfilled. You start to devalue yourself. You take on other philosophies to keep you numb and anything to avoid facing this fear. Now it's time to detach and become the observer. And here's the first set of journal prompts that you can reflect and journal on. 1. What do you fear about death? Why? And how does it make you feel? 2. What are the beliefs that are associated with those fears and why? 3. Who gave you those beliefs? 4. How does these beliefs influence your decisions and actions and how you value yourself and why? 5. Does these beliefs represent who you truly are? Why or why not? And last 6. What would you change the belief to in order to accept and trust your inner guidance? Now take time to reflect on these questions and feel free to let us know in the comments what is coming up for you. Now let's continue. Now the shadow energy of Gate 28 game players shows up as an addiction of purposelessness. And this purposelessness is due to your fear of death. Now allowing yourself to let go and experience life to its fullest. Not allowing yourself to walk in your purpose. And this purposelessness makes you feel useless. It makes you feel empty, having no meaning in life, no value, no self-worth. And therefore you stop trusting your heart, your intuition, your instincts, and you allow temptation to guide you. You opt for the illusion and you play the game of life by faith, by giving your loyalty to someone or something else with the hopes that they will give you purpose. Now, in actuality, this keeps you a victim of purposelessness and in a perpetual state of giving your power away, neglecting your immune system, and depleting your life force energy. So now it's time again to detach and become the observer. And here is the second set of journal prompts that you can reflect and journal on. 1. What is that one thing, that dream, that burning desire that you've always wanted to do ever since you were young, but everyone told you it was silly, it wouldn't make money, etc.? Why? And how would it make you feel to achieve that burning desire? 2. How has the criticism of your burning desire, your dream, caused you to reject yourself? And therefore you start neglecting your instincts, stop trusting your strength, and focusing on your weaknesses. And last 3, what changes would you have to make to start standing up for yourself, to take the risk and allow yourself to connect with your inner wisdom to heal so that you can step forward into living out your dream? So take time to reflect on these questions and feel free to let us know in the comments what is coming up for you. Now let's continue. This Gate 28 game player's shadow has 2 emotional behavior patterns. One is a freeze or fawn pattern and the other is a fight or flight pattern. Now the freeze or fawn pattern causes you to feel empty. It causes you to feel hollow, and this empty feeling makes you feel like you have no purpose. And this is due to you not willing to face your fear and living your purpose. This is because you discourage yourself from making the deep change and keeping your value low. Now the fight or flight pattern causes you to feel angry, and this anger takes on an active journey of extreme risk taking. You see, you gamble with your life, trying any and everything to find your purpose. Now both of these shadow energies make you a victim of purposelessness. The freeze or fawn is rooted in fear, and the fight or flight is rooted in anger. So now it's time again to detach and become the observer. And here's the third set of journal prompts that you can reflect and journal on. 1. Which emotional behavior pattern do you tend to express more? The freeze or fawn or the fight or flight, and why? 2. Looking back, what would you say would have been the root cause of your feeling purposelessness that created the fear, your fear of letting go, and is making you feel empty and hollow, and why? 3. Looking back, what would you say would have been the root cause of you feeling purposelessness that created the anger, your fear of letting go, and making you take extreme risk, gambling with yourself, and why? So take time to reflect on these questions and feel free to let us know in the comments what is coming up for you. Now let's continue. Embracing your fear of death is the only way that you will be able to live your purpose. Purpose is not about receiving, it's about giving. Giving all of you to the world. And you cannot give all of you if you are in fear, because fear doesn't allow you to live in the present moment. It doesn't allow you to see. It doesn't allow you to feel, touch, hear, taste, or use your instincts to know what you came here to give. You see, fear keeps you in a state of an illusion where your mind is controlling your life, and it doesn't allow you to experience the ups and downs in life, the rhythm, so that you can find your balance and allow your heart to lead the way. Now, until you're willing to stand up for yourself so that you can stand on your own, you will continue to neglect your purpose, and you will continue to be the victim of purposelessness. So it's time again to detach and become the observer one more time. And here are the last set of journal prompts that you can reflect and journal on. 1. What would you have to embrace to allow yourself to be fully present so that you can connect to your purpose and give it to the world, and why? 2. How will you decide what is best for you and why? 3. What new values will you have to put in place that aligns to you and allows you to trust your instincts and what is in your heart? 4. What actions will you have to take in order to make the changes to these values and live in the present moment? And last, 5. What internal boundaries will you have to put in place to ensure that your new values and their actions do not restrict you and cause you to revert back to living in your shadows? Now take time to reflect and journal on these questions, and feel free to let us know in the comments what is coming up for you. Now let's move into the importance of setting boundaries. Now, as I mentioned earlier, embracing your fear of death is how you live in your purpose. However, your purpose should outlive you. You see, it's the gift that you give in the present, and it's what you leave behind at the end of your life. It's how people remember you because of how you played the game of life. Did you value yourself enough to live fully, or did you give into the fear? Your purpose does not have to be something grand where you are famous and well known. Maybe your purpose is to take care, nurture, and influence your children to walk in their purpose. Or maybe your purpose is to lead humanity forward in technology or relationships. No matter what that is, it is important that your internal boundaries are in place because they help you to stay accountable for how you love, value, and honor yourself. You see, they determine the level of trust that you have within yourself, and as a result, you are mindful of how you give away your personal, mental, and emotional power so that you don't deplete your energy, and they help you to stay presently connected to your spiritual support team and living in your purpose. You see, your boundaries should be helping you with making decisions and taking action so that you are not compromising who you are and how you will no longer allow yourself to wear the mask and live in your shadow state. Your boundaries' job is to allow you to stay in a single polarity. This is the balance, the totality, the immortality, and therefore you are expressing your true self. You are in complete power of who you are by being fully grounded to receive the inspiration from the divine, to having the mental clarity to transform that inspiration into creative expression so that you can take that creative expression to confidently be seen and heard. So remember to take time to think about what boundaries do you currently have in place and whether those boundaries are allowing you to stay connected and expressing your true, authentic self. Now, to help you on your self-discovery and healing journey, I have an exclusive 9-week mentorship program in our online university. And this mentorship program is limited to a small group of people who are interested in learning how to get out of constantly living in their shadows and are ready to take back control of their lives. Now, during this mentorship program, we will focus on building and strengthening your internal boundaries, and the goal is to help you to learn how to drop the struggle, the addiction to some form of suffering, which is what is causing your procrastination. It's causing your lack of motivation, the things that are depleting your energy. And this is due to you compromising to agree to put on the mask and live in your shadow. Now, these shadows came about because the beliefs that were created out of some form of fear, and you are now expressing their behaviors unconsciously. And as a result, you're experiencing their hard consequences, which is causing you to devalue yourself, and it's affecting your relationships and your finances. You see, these beliefs and behaviors have moved you further away from your soul, mission, your purpose, your vision, and value, which are all required when making decisions and taking actions. Now, to learn more about this exclusive mini mentorship program and to grab your seat before they're all taken, then click the A Time for You link in the description box. I look forward to seeing you in our next program. And if you haven't already booked your human design reading, click the link in the description box to learn how you can book your reading on our website today. Now, the last thing I'd like to mention before ending this video is that while you are processing your emotions during this transit, it is important that you create some form of grounding practice to help you stay connected, rooted, grounded on earth. balance, and calm during this energy. As a part of your grounding practice, and while you are reflecting and journaling, you can connect with your spleen to understand what emotions are you holding on to due to unresolved relationships, grief over someone you lost, a loss of a job, or even drastic changes in your life, as well as connecting with your stomach to see what old ideals and rules are you still holding on to. Now this transit, this energy is available for all of us to use if we choose to or not. And if you decide to use it as part of your inner work, your shadow work for self-discovery and healing, as part of helping you to activate higher levels of your DNA, the memory of your ancestors, your bloodline, and to create new values to help you to stay in the present moment and give your purpose, then make sure that you're following your human design strategy and authority. So during this time, stop avoiding and start playing the game of life to find and give your purpose in this Gate 28 Game Player Transit. And don't forget to like so that others can see and share so that others can learn and heal. Subscribe. Feel free to leave us a comment and let us know what Gate 28 Game Player is revealing to you.